Hello, man. Welcome. Today we're going to be reviewing the WWE Super Showdown pay-per-view. Now, I'm going to be breaking down every match and giving my review on every single match that happened at a couple hours ago in Australia, in Melbourne, Australia, where the WWE Showdown happened. Overall, I think it was an interesting pay-per-view. It was a good pay-per-view. It was a lot. It was a fun pay-per-view. It doesn't mean it was incredible because it really, really wasn't. There was a lot of bad matches, and we're gonna break into that. But let's go ahead and start off. Let's go ahead and start off with the big one. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the first match, which was the New Day versus Sheamus and Cesaro. Overall, it was an okay match. I thought it could have been a lot better, but it was a decent match. It was a hype match, I would say. The second match was for Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch. I was not a fan of this one. If I'm being completely serious, I think it could have been a whole lot better. I think it could have been a whole lot better. And it was, there were some good moments. There were some really interesting moments, and it was good for the most part until, the way it ends. Besides that, it was, meh. Some of the tag team matches were okay. The Bella Twins versus the Riot Squad was all right. Naomi versus Asuka versus I forget the girls' names. That was okay. The tag matches for the females weren't really that great this year. I felt like the women for wrestling this year were for this pay per view at least were not as great due to the fact that they have their own pay per view, which is a big thing at the end of the month. That's why. For me, that just defeated everything about that. That could have been so interesting, but yet it was more about the guys. And the guys' matches were a little more exciting, especially the singles matches, because when you look at these matches, it was just like, meh. I mean, they could have gone somewhere great with it, but I think they didn't. Let's talk about the Miz versus Daniel Bryan. I thought that was a great match. I thought it was a really fast match. I think that it was funny as hell. The payoff was okay. I didn't like the way it ended, but like everybody, I'm excited to see Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles. We've been wanting that title match for a long time. I think my favorite match was AJ versus Samoa Joe. And, I'm one of those people that has not been a fan of the Samoa Joe AJ Styles rivalry and the whole daddy's not coming home. I hated that. I think it was terrible. This match was pretty fun. It was probably my favorite of all the pay-per-view. And we'll talk about The Undertaker and Triple H in a second. Because obviously that's the big one for me being a huge Attitude Era fan. There was a lot coming from this. There was a lot that could have been really, really great with the Samoa Joe AJ Styles promo. I stopped watching SmackDown for a couple of weeks because that was angering me so much. And now I can go back to SmackDown and no one don't have to worry about that. I think it was a great match. There was a possibility I think Samoa Joe was going to take it, and I would have liked to see that, because I thought it would have been interesting to see a change. But no, I don't see AJ Styles losing it anytime soon. I really, really don't. And that's unfortunate, but that's the truth. I don't see him losing it probably till Mania. I really don't. Besides that, the other matches, I'm not really talking about them as much, but let's go ahead and talk about Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre versus The Shield. It was okay, especially being a huge Shield fan. It was disappointing. It went quick. I was hoping to see a Dean Ambrose heel turn. It didn't happen. It's just becoming too predictable, and it's not really that great. And then the final one. Let's talk about it. Undertaker versus Triple H. It was a good match. It was good. I was really excited. I grew up with the Attitude Era. I am a huge Triple H, who is probably my top two favorite wrestlers. My favorite wrestler, Shawn Michaels. I love Undertaker and I love Kane. And to see all four of those guys in a match together, which was kind of hyping up as the one last match, and then they completely bullshit you and saying It's the last match. Triple H wins finally. And then they say, oh, hey, wait a minute. We're just going to fucking switch it around. And then they pulled the dumbest thing with WWE. And I was so pissed at this because I was so angry. You had the perfect moment of ending what could have been the best way to end this rivalry and to end this kind of thing, because we all have a feeling John Cena will come back for WrestleMania and defeat The Undertaker. We'll talk about as soon as I'm done the John Cena match. It angers me so much the way they turned that, the way that they are doing that, because now that just fucking gave away Survivor Series. It's going to be Kane, Undertaker, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, 4-man match, tag team. And I understand Survivor Series is coming up, but I don't understand why this is the right way to do it. There's many ways. You could have had, I would have even done Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker. That would have been the better match. It's just like, it's frustrating how annoying it is. It killed what could have been an amazing match. John Cena's match was good. I think it's great to see him back. Although saying that he doesn't know what his future is just prepping him for Undertaker at Mania. It's going to be a Rock Mania 2, like what happened in 2013. All right, well, let's go ahead and grade this. It was an alright pay-per-view. It was fun. That's all it really was. It's not great like I wanted it to be. I'm going to go 10 for this pay-per-view. It could have been a lot better, but that's being said. All right, that's wrap it up for me, guys. I am going to break down the Conor McGregor versus Khabib fight tomorrow, so stay tuned for that, guys, or later tonight, actually. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.